it's Louise.
Hi, it's Dave.
Welcome back to Narrowboat Changing Pace.
If this is the first time you've seen us, we hope you like what you see. Now, please consider subscribing.
Here you find us just exiting out of Eastwood after we have done the Tinsley flight.
We've done all the manual locks, and Eastwood is the first of the mechanical lock.
And we're heading out on the River Don, and I believe Eastwood is the first lock we started vlogging from just over a year ago.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't do the Tinsley flight, and I think it was important because we were coming out as continuous cruisers that we did record that, so that, as I say, is on part one.
We are heading down the River Don, and
We're at Old Walks.
this is a footage of Old Walk Weir, which you can see from the main road when you go over it near Rotherham Asda, and I've always been intrigued by this weir. Today it's quite sedate.
Well, nicely and luckily enough, because if indeed the river was in flood, we wouldn't be travelling on it.
No.
As you exit each mechanical lock, there are flood warning signs.
Yeah.
Green, yellow, red. Clearly red being danger.
Yeah.
The dirt line you can see is how much the boat has dropped. I mean, I don't know how many feet that is, Dave.
It's about 10, 12 foot, I think.
Now, Kilnhurst is a flood lock. In comparison, that's minute.
Yeah.
And on this one occasion, it was open.
Yeah.
Which
First time we've seen it fully open, isn't it?
maybe the second time for me, but it's very rare that it's open. But we've had so much dry weather at the moment that
The levels are just normal, aren't they?
levels are okay. So we just shot through.
After the left-hand side, there's the remains of the original lock, which was a manual lock. It's obviously derelict, but you know the gates are still there, although they've rotted away.
Yeah.
But you can. We often walk the dogs at this lock,
Again, it's an enclosed compound, so we can get the dogs out on the lock landing. Well, as the boat goes through, because you know that small water level, we'll let the dogs play, and then back on the boat and off again.
So we're now heading towards Swinton Lock.
It's actually called Waddington Lock, but Dave calls it Swinton.
Locally, it's known as Swinton Lock.
However, this is where we leave Narrowboat Dota Kamata, who travelled with us down the Tinsley flight, and this is where they stopped.
Yeah.
They wanted to stop here. It's not for me. I don't like the road, but it was handy for them for parking, etc.
I think Paul were going to Ryber Park to do a swim as well.
For his Ironman.
Yeah.
Dave callously shoves me off the boat, and I go off to do our third mechanical lock of a 9.5 hour cruise, and that's the reason why we've split this vlog up. All of the mechanical locks require what are they called? A watermate key now?
Yeah, watermate. I call them British Waterways key.
That's because when we started boating, they were called British Waterways keys. And then they were they ever called CRT keys? I don't think they were. I think they went straight to watermate key. You will need that. Sometimes people want to swap with you, which we have done in the past. However, because you can get these keys off eBay, they're not truly authenticated, and some swing bridges, particularly the one in Victoria Keys, requires an authentic key. So we don't swap anymore, unfortunately.
The dodgy ones don't always work.
So it looks like we're going to go up Huddersfield, over the Pennines on the Huddersfield Canal, which means going through Stanage Tunnel, which we've done once before on my bucket list of things to do. Not a great experience. Don't know whether that would have to be driving or the pilot we got. But lovely canal. Not all that sure about doing the tunnel again. A low water on the tunnel with the dogs inside. So I'm looking at having a Thursday, Friday and a Monday, Tuesday off work for that. Line corner here, so it's a big filter. And somebody over here. This corner. So yeah, it just feels narrow, which means we'll be Stafford Barmbigum will be turning left up the New Junction. That means going over Huddersfield. Maybe going through Manchester. Don't know.
Oh, it's Just another couple of boats at the brewery.
Oh yeah.
They've got to be from Peatsmore.
Eh?
They've got to be from Peatsmore. Oh, 3 boats at the brewery. I've never seen boats at the brewery before. Eh?
Oh.
Slow it. Oh, the brewery's got people.
Outside.
No, it had a city. There's Rosie, Willow. It's Rosie. Oh, she can't see her. Oh, naked people. Hello, you got a good tea? Oh my god, somebody is high there, as am I. Wow, it's popular. Wasn't like that before.
Ah.
What's it?
Ah.
Oh.
Your houses down here.
They just weren't there, were they, them houses?
No, it's all changed down there.
Water frontage property now.
Yeah, unfortunately it's liable to flooding.
Let's buy it, David. Where are we? Oh, blah blah blah. You can pull up on the left hand side then, can't you? Please, check, I'm on it.
Last year this area suffered quite badly with floods, and you'll see as we go through Mexborough Top Lock, on the left hand side there's a few of the businesses on the left hand side got washed away and gone out of business.
After this lock you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah. Below this lot, some properties were damaged by the floodwater. This was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit them hard, didn't it?
Yeah, quite horrendous actually.
So this is Mexborough High Lock. River Don's just over there. And we've been running outside at River Don for the last couple of miles. And then after Mexborough Low Lock, which is the next lock, we then go out onto River Don, down to Sprottborough, through the lock at Sprottborough, and then into Doncaster. That's all the River Don. Once you get the other side of Doncaster Lock, we're back onto the canal. And then you're on canal all the way through then, until you either go out at Kebby or you turn left up the new junction, which we're doing. You go over the aqueduct, and then we go on to the Air and Calder, I think. Which is the way we came back last year. can see them, but there's loads of dandelion seeds blowing about. Or fairies, as Louise calls them. And we're off.
I love this one. It's very cool.
I don't think the dogs they've run straight into it. I think it lasts.
Keeps the little one safe and doesn't obscure the... Hello, puppy! Good girl. Clever girl. See, that's why I like them ones. Hey?
Yes.
Isn't that very cool? It's indoor living, outdoor. Hiya!
Cool boat.
Very cool.
Yeah, on the left hand side, this is one of the businesses that got
Washed
away in the floods. Caravan story.
People always say, you know, do we worry about being on a boat when it floods? Well, yes, we do. And it's not the fact that we're bobbing around and floating, it's when the water recedes. We don't wish to be on the edge and be half banked and half in the water. We'll tip.
Yeah.
And that's why you'll find poles
up against
up
a lot of the
against
moorings.
side on the water, the rivers.
Yeah.
Tidal. Well, no, not tidal, floodplains.
Floodplains, especially rivers which are affected by
Water levels.
water level, rain levels. But this is heading towards Mexborough Low Lock, which is our finishing point for the day. There's a pub nearby. There is also a bed and breakfast down.
There is at the end of this lane. All that remains to be said is we hope you've enjoyed what you've seen.
If you haven't already, consider subscribing.
Please give us a thumbs up.
Ring the little bell for notifications.
And all your comments are greatly received and do help us out.
And we answer each and every one.
Take care.
Stay safe.
Look after yourself.
And thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.